Hello, hello, hello. It's a brand new day, and this is our morning connection. How are you doing today? I'm so glad you're here joining me for our daily ritual, our daily connection, our daily habit of just you and me, just two men going through the journey of life. That's what I want to talk about. Two men going through the journey of life, me and you, kind of just connecting at this designated time of the day. Maybe it's first thing in the morning. Maybe you're joining me at 3 a.m. West Coast time, Pacific time here in the United States. I know it's later as we go east. I know that it's afternoon, it's evening, maybe where you are, but you're taking the time to connect with me a little bit every single day, just getting our minds right, putting our game face on for the day or whatever your designated time of the day that you visit me. Maybe something that I can say to you, and it's right at the perfect time. It's just what you need to make sense out of this journey called life that we talk about. I mean, who do you turn to? Who do you turn to when you're going through your challenges? All right, there may not be a challenge, it's that in-between time. What's next? Is this all there is? Is this as good as it gets when you're a little bit old and you've done all this work hoping that things turn out a certain way, and now you're getting older, right? Is it ever going to turn out that way? Do you ever have thoughts like that? And what do you do to combat those thoughts? I want to talk about that and a little bit more during this morning connection live broadcast. I'm so glad you're here. Let me see who we have live on this broadcast. Again, I thank you so much for the emails that you're sending me, the comments, the direct messages, how you're appreciating me just showing up. You're looking forward to this part of your day, whether you're watching it live on a replay version. It's just the connection sometimes. Maybe sometimes I don't have something brilliant. Maybe many times I don't have that one thing that, it's just what you need at the right time. But, collectively, just, two men, just kind of comparing notes every single day a little bit. It's making your journey a lot easier. I appreciate all of the emails, the comments. It keeps me going. Sometimes I'm thinking, is this the highest and best use of my time? Is it something that they're using? I mean, it was encouraging that yesterday's broadcast was watched the most ever. And maybe it's the titles, things like that. I have to pay more attention to. I'm a guy who I'm more concerned with the meat of the matter, right? It's this connection, right? It's just getting your mind right. It's you thinking about, did you get up this morning with your game face on? Are you making that a habit? All right, did you go to bed with, a plan of doing something, anything that's going to put you ahead, make sense of the world before you go to bed, so that you wake up, get out of bed with enthusiasm. You don't think about it when you wake up, right? Just a little discipline like that. But I'm really into the meat of the matter, something that, and this sometimes is a fault of mine, that I've got to get everything set up and have a big worth, a big purpose, that it's got to have long-term implications. Sometimes, you just got to get through the day. You just got to get through the week, right? Piece all that together. I'm learning that as I get older and figure out more and more of this puzzle. We're never going to have it all down, are we? Right? That's the fun of this entire journey. All right, let's see who we have here. But again, I appreciate that. Just keep on doing it. The beat goes on, right? That's the theme here. The beat goes on. All right. Hello, Musashi. Good to have you here. Paul is watching. All right. All right, guys. So my quick message is, I take my role, obviously as a leader, of helping you, thinking about you. It's part of my plan to, things that make me happy. My legacy, my contribution to this world, but also, it's how I take care of my family too, and my needs too. But sometimes when you're taking care of everybody else, are you taking care of you too, right? I do believe that if you want to get more out of life, if you make it bigger than yourself, you're going to have an easier time. Like I said, coming here, when I make it more than just about me and whatever I have to do, makes it a lot easier, right? But you got to stay connected to that, right? Sometimes I talk to a lot of men through my one-on-one coaching, and I realize I'm the only man or really even person who they talk about their challenges with, or it's time to talk about them, what they're trying to figure out. I really appreciate that role. I don't know if it's a cultural thing or how a person's raised. I think sometimes it's just that a lot of the men who are attracted to some of the things that I'm attracted to, the reason why the commonality is that maybe from a young age, we took on a lot of responsibility on ourselves to figure things out, whether we didn't have a situation where we had all that support growing up, or that's how we perceived it. It really doesn't matter. And I think that's the common thing. So I'm not sure if it's a man thing or it's just how you process things, but that can be a tough burden sometimes. If you don't take care of yourself, nourish your soul, right? And maybe you're doing it here just a little bit every day. Our connection is just a way to nourish your soul. Maybe it's not going to solve all your challenges. Sometimes you just need that support and nourishment. That's what I appreciate. I appreciate you, and I hope that's helping in some way. You tell me if it is. But take care of yourself, right, while you're taking care of other people too. I really love that role. There's a lot of things I love about the one-on-one coaching I do with men. I like the anonymity of it, where I'm not in their town. They're not going to run into me at the grocery store. They're not going to find out that I went to high school with someone they work with or anything like that. Right? It's private. I don't even want to do my coaching, in the city I live in, because I think the power is that anonymity, that you have someone to go to kind of just process all your challenges, because you need that. We all need that, right? And that's a big part of the role that I love about my one-on-one coaching. Sometimes you just gotta process things. It makes sense of this world. You know what it's like, right? Doesn't matter how you're going. You're always gonna wonder, should I go this way or go that way? All right, finding meaning, the meaning of life, especially when you have challenging times, and I know what that's like, right? Things can go so well, something kind of disrupts it, and you're wondering, what's this life thing? What's it all mean, right? Reach out to me this weekend. I'm taking a lot of calls for men who like this morning connection message. And I'm going to put that number down below. Reach out. You can schedule a 10 minutes, 15 minutes with me if you understand what you're relating to this message, and you're not taking care of yourself as much as you should. It's really important. If you're going to make that impact on other people, you got to learn how to take care of yourself too. A lot of times, we as men, or people who I attract, it's a common thing, we don't do enough of that. All right. Hello, Jack. Good to have you here, sir. All right. So that's just something to think about. Reach out today. I'm going to put. This is my schedule here. And you can do that this weekend. You can do this anytime, whenever it fits your schedule. Schedule 10 or 15 minutes to talk about it. If you're interested in coaching, you want to know about this MANformation course that I have with this Morning Connection special that has some one-on-one time with me, whatever you want to talk about, anything I brought up, I continue to bring up. Maybe you're catching some common themes that are important to you for this Morning Connection. I want you to reach out, right? Talk 10 or 15 minutes. All right. Hello, Brian. Good to have you here, sir. All right, so that's it. Take care of yourself. It's important that you do that. Got to take on the day. We've got to solve these challenges. We've got to go for what we really want with that sense of urgency. We've got more time behind us than we do in front of us. Expect the best from yourself. Expect the best from your efforts. And expect the best from other people, that when you crack the code, when you're influential and persuasive, when you show them the value that you have to provide them, and they may not get it at first, but expect that they'll get it. Expect the best in yourself. Expect the best in your efforts, and expect the best in other people. Have a great day.